Hey guys, today I have another flip through for you. This is a custom order that I completed. Um, so my customer asked if I could kind of recreate the ephemera folder that I made for Maria at J'adore le papier as a happy mail. And so I was happy to do that. He gave me some guidelines and of course the types of ephemera I should include in his ephemera folder. And so it was all about masculine fashion, men fashion, and perfume. He specifically requested some brands that I will show you throughout. Let's just start. So, as I said, this is a folder or a sleeve. I don't know how you call that, but it is filled with ephemera papers, all sorts of stuff to create your own themed junk journal. So I took this old kind of, it's not fabric, but it has a texture to it. It's an old file folder that I thrifted, and I wanted to use that one because it has this beautiful closure ribbon. And I didn't want to collage too much on this because I wanted the owner to make it his own. But I just added, a small details like this antique piece of ledger sheet from 1907 and this handmade crochet doily. This is an extendable file folder, so he can put it in. Oops, sorry, I'm not in frame. He can adjust the size. That's what I meant of the spine. So before I open that up, I'll show you the goodies that I added. So this is just a shopping bag for a candle house maker called Diptyque. It's one that I got for Christmas, and I just love the bag. I think it's really like the font is really classy and beautiful, so I just wanted to include that. And inside I tucked, I'm not going to open this up, but I tucked two vintage pattern paper for men's wear, and so he can use the papers inside for collages. This one is blue and this one I believe is like brown cream. I also added this charm that I thrifted of the Eiffel Tower. And there's this sleeve, how do you call that? Don't remember, but this one is really pretty and old. Don't know if you can see. And there's a bit of gold, just for details I added some gold thread. And this package has some labels for his journals. And then here, this is a little handmade pouch, and inside I just tucked more of these sleeve, I don't remember the name, but I think you know. So some are metal, there's like plastic ones as well, but I think if he can use it somehow in his journal, that would be awesome. So all of these I got in like while thrifting, and this is a handmade kind of linen pouch. Oh my god. So I just clipped that onto the bag and added these two ephemera. This is a handsome man with his beautiful suit, and this is an antique cigarette card of a cinema star. And then I made this little, well, this big journaling card just to match the color scheme going on here. And then I added, well, it was pretty difficult, to be honest, to find some of the brand that he requested. I went on eBay, I thrifted, went to different brocantes, but I couldn't really find, super old items. I did find this Gucci accessories, men's accessories booklet, and this one I bought on eBay, and I like the quality of it. It's a really nice book, and yeah, it's a bit random, but I think he can find a use in this. He will find a use in these catalogs, fashions, magazines I included. So yeah, this very nice shoes and jewelry and bags, and this is all men's accessories, as I said. There's even some small pictures, but yeah, okay, let's go inside the folder. And so I divided the folder into two main sections. The first one is the men's wear, like men's fashion, and the second is a men's perfume. So he will find advertisement and different sorts of ephemera that I will show you in a minute. And so when you open this folder up, this is how it looks like. So again, it was a masculine custom order, so I used a lot of browns and blues throughout to match the overall aesthetic. Inside this pocket that I made, this one I actually glued onto the folder, sorry. And so this is a nice like shiny fabric, and I just tucked some very old papers for him to play with. This is marbled, taken from this antique encyclopedia. He also requested some like bundle of French papers to add in his junk journal, and so you'll see how where I put it in the folder. This I also did in Maria's Happy Mail. It's like a small kind of table of content, so that he could add his own notes and his chapters. This is just washi tape, so he could write like on the back here or on these little post-its. And this is just one that I made like very quickly to help him understand how I constructed, even though it's really simple. But yeah, there's like this first folder is all about men's fashion, as I mentioned. Then there is in the middle some French papers, like a bundle of French papers. And then the third or second chapter is about men's perfume, so that would be this one. And then we have this little small bundle of blues and whites papers that he also requested. So that goes in here. And then we have, this is actually an antique French chromo lithography illustration, and this one just reminded me so much of like Hermes aesthetic, like colors. Also has the horses and accessories. So then we have this little sample paper for coats, and yeah, I thought it was quite nice. This one is vintage. And so okay, so this is actually the section number 1, but I did add this little folder, like this little bundle here, where I put all the catalogs and smaller fashions magazine. So this was a book cover, and I added some pieces of fabric to reinforce it. There's like some mother of pearl button card. And then when you open it up, you have this button card here. This is an authentic vintage button card with some samples of buttons. And then inside we have, so there's this tux butt, and I just added this one with a vintage kind of divider here. There's another cigarette card here, but so I just added, well, just some men's fashion ephemera. This is a chromo card. This is an advertisement for chocolate. This is French. All of this is French. And this also reminded me of Hermes fashion. There's another handsome man. Then some random pieces of ephemera. Here I thought it was nice to create like maybe a swatch of different textile for menswear, and I like that it's yellow. I think it's kind of like nice. Here are some small magazines that I found on eBay. This is a suit catalog. Here you have the stamp. It was probably sent as advertisement. And then we have this little like ad. This is a catalog for summer's clothing. Again, it's all about men's clothing and accessories. So lots of unique items, and I hope you will enjoy like the variety of like the different dates and styles. And yeah, on this side, this is just a little add-on with some nice paper with nice textures and colors. This is just to make some maybe basic like some base pages in his journal. So again, just blues and greens, and there's this beautiful shiny paper here. A few more pattern papers for his collages. Some are old, like some are antique, like this one. You can see the stains and the natural patina. And then some are more vintage and recent. And then added some note, like from a vintage pad. And I made this journaling card. Just, I don't know why. Thought it went well inside this pocket. So that's the little like add-on, if you will. I just closed it with some denim fabric trim. And this is the actual like first folder about men's fashion. And there's a lot of things going on, but of course he can remove everything and put it the way he wants. So the way I did it, I took another file folder that I just kind of created pockets to, and tucked things inside, really. But let's just take everything out and then put it back together again. Okay, so this is the pocket, the main pocket here, and then there's another tuck butt, and I added some like advertisement that I got in a more recent Vogue magazine. It was actually a like the 100th anniversary magazine, and I found these advertisement pages, and he requested some Yves Saint Laurent goodies, papers. So in Maria's folder, I created some kind of tabs for each theme that I included in hers. But here I just wanted to create something like a base for him to kind of collage like further onto. And I just created this more like this collage here on this piece of cardboard, and there's like this tab cardboard and then I added this chipboard, I think it's called, with the one here for the first folder, and this is just a little glassine pocket and a vintage card, but he could add some labels, some fabrics, and write things down. This is just to help him get started, I guess. So this goes here. And then I also added a blank piece of, like a blank tab paper, I don't know how you call that, but he can, if he doesn't like this one, he can just create his own and put it, you know, and make it stick out from the folder or his journal. Then we have, this is just an old, like it's antique actually. It's a needle case, and I love this brown paper. It's just some sewing notion for him to, you know, include in his journal. There's some wallpaper here. And then he requested some postcards of boys and, you know, just masculine postcards. And so here I included one. And then there's this beautiful CVV. This one is from Lyon. And so this is antique and authentic. And here we have, this is an eco-dyed, this is a real, like a true eco-dyed pouch. This one I received in an order that I placed. And I just love these colors. And inside I added some supplies for him to collage with. So we have different papers, like small sheets and labels. So yeah, I'm just going to put the music now. I hope you enjoy this kind of unusual flip through. And if you're interested in a custom ephemera folder like this, with a specific theme, you want me to gather some specific, you know, types of ephemera, just let me know. And on Instagram, and if you don't have Instagram, just send me a comment. Oh yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that the recipient will be happy with the papers that I chose for him. And yeah, and I hope to see you soon, and have a great day. Bye bye. I just wanted to pause the music and say that these are printables that I got from Maria at J'adore le papier. And so what I wanted to do is kind of create a spread where he could like maybe sketch as it was intended for, or maybe just create some swatches for, you know, men's wear, or yeah. And so I just thought I would help a little by making, like, by adding some colors. How do you colors? Just colors, and then also adding like a perfume cutout. So maybe he could create an outfit thinking of these colors here and this perfume. That would go well. Here there are no perfume, but there are some colors, and then there's another perfume here and some other colors. So these are little inspirational board. I don't know how else to call them. And this is inspired by Maria, and it's also one of her digis that I will put in the description down below.